Yeah, cut fast, fast, fast. Go, go, go. Hurry. Hey, everybody get a stone. Start throwing. Wait, let me find me a good rock here. Yep. Let's see. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Whoop! So what's wrong with the big axe? Not sharp?
Oh, not sharp, bro.
Yeah, I could tell it's not sharp. You borrow that? Yeah. Uh-oh, here goes Uncle Joe. So we have Uncle Joe here batting right now.
Kasagot mo lagi. Ay, kasama. Taksa na ron.
Well, good morning, everyone. It is another build day here at Las Conchas del Mar. Already another build day. The time seems to just fly by. I guess it's true. They say time flies when you're having fun. It must be true, because this is what I enjoy. I enjoy building. I enjoy working on things, creating things, and restoring things. It's what I've enjoyed my entire life since youth as a young child. I love all the happenings. I love coordinating this building. I love overseeing. I enjoy that with projects, making sure everybody knows their task, what they're doing. And a lot of these guys, they know anyway. But sometimes you got to give them a little guidance and say, no, you know, that's not the best thing to be doing at this moment. Our time would be more wisely spent over here on another thing, or maybe we're working around things like the weather. It's actually raining right now and you don't even see it. So that's what's going on. I haven't recorded earlier this morning when we started. I just jumped right in and got so busy getting materials on order, finding out from everyone what they need, and defining what everybody's going to be doing. And it's happening right now. So Marvin's gone to get plywood, get cocoa lumber. He's already brought in a order of bamboo to put up more bamboo to brace all these columns. It's already here and stacked down here right now as well. They're preparing to lay down the trunk to this tree. They're putting ropes on it right now. I'm not going to buy a chainsaw just for that, and we didn't have anyone locally. I didn't want to be responsible with a chainsaw on this tree, and I'll tell you why. Around the base of that tree, I see years and years of nails drove into it. I mean, it is just riddled with nails around the bottom. It's probably supported part of a house at some point. I mean, I can stand here right now while they're cutting and see nails sticking out. And I can see where they've chopped even with an axe and stuff, and see the dark spots inside the wood where a nail has oxidized and rusted inside the tree. And we all know that that will wreak havoc for a chainsaw. So no way was I gonna borrow one and it get destroyed and I'll be responsible cutting this tree that's just riddled with nails there. So it's gonna be the old school lumberjack way. They're taking turns swinging at it, and it'll happen. Listen, don't get in such a hurry if you come here to build in the island life. Sometimes you're gonna find it's better to take the slow road than it is the fast road. We could try to take that fast road and run and go get a chainsaw. Or what do I need a chainsaw for? Cut one tree and then it's set in storage? That happens a lot back in my country. Oh, I used this chainsaw one time. Well, these guys need money. You know, I don't need money sitting in a chainsaw that I'm not going to use. I'd rather pay them a little extra labor, and I guarantee it's a whole lot cheaper than buying a chainsaw, and let them do it their way, and it'll all be good. Tomorrow will come, it'll be done, and you'll have a whole lot stress free. You know, you'll be stress free that you didn't borrow something and tear it up, or be responsible for it, or buy something and tear it up and have to repair it, and that big investment. I know I'm reiterating myself here, but that's the point. So that's where we're at. Melinda was so happy this morning. I'll cover it later when she's here, but I'll go ahead and give you a little spoiler on it. She just planted some beans, and those beans, man, beans sprout fast, don't they? She just planted them and they're already sprouted up, and she seen that and is so happy today. That girl enjoys growing things and seeing that happen. So she has already been over there working in that little garden area this morning, and I seen her, I think, planting more stuff again. She said even if she don't get to harvest it, if it produces stuff for after a while we're gone and the family can get that, that's okay with her. And that's pretty cool of her. That shows that good heart right there, right? We do have a low pressure, a looming chance for a typhoon to develop. I honestly didn't follow up on it this morning, but it rained pretty hard last night. The wind's been up and the surf's up out there a little bit. Isn't that beautiful? Just look at that. Let me face out of there and y'all just look at that. Man, what a better environment could you ask for to be here working? Look at this. Pretty great, huh? Pretty great. I look forward to when I can just really dedicate my time to like my little boat projects, maybe a jet ski. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm thinking about building a boat from scratch myself. Not this year. Maybe not even next year, but maybe the year after. I'm thinking about, and I'm looking hard and looking at maybe some plans that I can buy that they can send to you, that you can pounce the patterns out and all. I'm looking at all those options, or maybe I'll just go with just my own thoughts on it of things I've absorbed through the years studying different design boats, and just give it a go. What's it gonna hurt? I'll probably do a fiberglass that I've got a little bit of skills with that. I honestly, I think I can handle it. So that's pretty cool. Well, hey, they're about to put a column up. Let's cover that. That's more important. This is where I'm best just to stay out of their way. Just double check that their alignments are correct, but stay out of their way. They know what they're doing. They've done this a lot. This is a common step for these boys. All of them. This community here is all like family. Even if some of them are kin to each other. There's cousins and all there, but some aren't. but I tell you what, they all still live a style like one big family. I told Melinda this morning, it's one of the reasons that I wanted to work the community here. I love the community, even though some of them are, you know, what they call living squatters, whatever, you know. Some of them are old families. They were here when the land was just kind of like indigenous to them. It didn't matter about ownership. In this country, wasn't that long ago, you could be on a piece of property without titles and ownership. Most of these are native to right here at this spot. They probably go back hundreds, if not thousands of years, right here at this spot. And I run into some frustrations with them sometimes, but overall, at the end of the day, I enjoy them, and a lot of good, hard-working people. So I see what they did. They backed it up to get it over the top of that piece of bamboo there to slide it on. Oh, it's heavy. They're working it in. That's some big steel I had put in there. I looked at the plans, and man, I tell you what, I just did not agree with what it showed for the amount of steel in those columns. I totally did not agree with it. I asked Arlie here, and he felt the same as me. He's like, you know, kind of weak, bro. I said, it is. It does look weak. And I had him to double the vertical pieces to what they had showing in there. Oh, Uncle Joe, same time, just pecking away. If he ain't whacking on a nail, chiseling concrete, he's whacking on wood. We're gonna call him Whack-A-Mole. Yeah, Uncle Joe the Whack-A-Mole. Whack-A-Mole Uncle Joe. A Whack-A-Joe. See, I say no hurry. In the time that we've been videoing, they've already probably cut that tree nearly in half. That piece is heavy. In the US, they probably have a machine doing that, you know. Crane or a boom or a forklift, Skytrack. But here, it's all human body ingenuity. So I kind of abruptly stopped that video. I ran down there. I saw they were about to tie this beam into place, and I wanted to check it with a real level. Glad I did. It would have been out. One of them made the comment, bro, it's okay, it's just the steel, and that they'll make the form straight with the cement side. Okay, whatever. But no, maybe on your projects you've done that, but not on mine. I told them this is the corner post. This is the outside corner of the house. It is the most important one of any of them to get straight. Of course, you know, concrete don't have like a tensile strength really, right? It's only, it's got a compression strength straight down, and maybe that's all right on that column, but your steel inside is where it gets its true strength from breaking. I want those loads, everything, all forces, all loads going straight down with the gravity. I don't want even the steel inside on even the slightest of lean. Maybe that's me being picky. There's a Westerner coming out, right? That's why this is my job, to build it on my Western standards, because we build things good. I'm not saying the Filipinos don't. Man, they built big old huge skyscrapers and awesome malls and stores everywhere. But maybe I don't have those men, and I'm not insulting these men. They just build a lot of basic homes here and stuff to the Filipino way and standard. It's just I'm trying to apply in my home what I want personally. They're getting paid the same. I told them, don't get roused up when I correct you. Just go with the flow, and your paycheck still comes out the same at the end of the day, you know. And threw a level on there. It was out a little bit both ways. They were about to tie it in place out of level. I stayed there with them while they got it all tied up and support it, and also asked them to get some more braces on that bamboo, because if it shifts, everything shifts. And so they're working on it all. That's part of overseeing a project right there. You can't just sit back idle. You've got to be proactive and check things. Don't assume. Don't assume. You know what they say about assume. The ones you don't, figure it out. Yeah. So that's what's happening there. Inside the garage, let's cover in there real quick. Give me a sour face this morning because she's like, it's a garage, you know. It's not the house, it's a garage. And I said, the work and the quality that we put into here is indicative of our whole entire house. And what we're willing to accept in here, maybe they're thinking that we're willing to accept throughout the whole home. So I want the same close. It doesn't have to be 100% to the standard of the home inside, but I wanted a good 90, you know. And so that's why I'm being picky all the way down to the floor. At the bottom of some of these, I'll show you a place right over here. This is an example. They haven't worked on it yet. They left a gap down here. They left a place over here where this wiring comes through that goes to my well. They left those gaps. There was more of them too. They worked on yesterday. I want it 100% to the floor. This is something else you all can learn the hard way here from, or actually learn it the easy way, because I've done learn the hard way or watched where other people have built. You leave any gaps along the bottom like that, any little void in that concrete, any tiny little place, these little small ants that live here in the Philippines will build a colony inside your home in any tiny little void there like that. And I'm not joking. Up there by my electrical, where that hollow block is behind there, there was voids in that hollow block, and there was already like 4 little colonies of these tiny little ants that move around super fast. But they will go inside. They're not necessarily a termite, but they do eat cellulose and wood, and they will be on your tables. They will be anywhere you set anything down. You'll say, where did these things come from? I just set this bowl here on this table a minute ago. Because they will start inhabiting inside your home. They'll have these little tiny hidden colonies somewhere, and man, they are quick and fast, and they are on it. And I don't want that. I said, let's fill every little void. And then there was also the attitude, well, and now they didn't say this out loud, but I know it, I've already been around. You know, in their mind, they're thinking you're going to put tile, and you're going to put a bed of mortar, and you're going to put tile, and it's going to probably seal up to that, or baseboard. No, I want it 100% even behind there, because again, I'm looking for that 100% completion and seal factor. I guarantee you there's somebody out there watching that's living in a home here now or in another tropical country, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So now, with all that aside, let me show you the best installed outdoor solar light ever. And this was my doings. How you like it right there? The light mounted on the bamboo, and that was my doings. It didn't come with the pole that mounts it. I had to order them. They're on their way. It'll probably be another week before they're here. So I wanted that light up, and that bamboo was sticking out there out in the middle of there. I measured it. I had Marvin to cut it off, and we clamped it on there.